All right, today we're diving into the absolutely incredible story of the singing attorney. This is a story about a person who didn't just master one profession, but two, and they're two professions that couldn't be more different.
So let me just start by throwing a question at you. What in the world could a packed NFL stadium and a dense legal brief possibly have in common? I mean, these seem like they're from different universes, but the answer is actually a single remarkable person.
To connect those two dots, we've got to first get to know the man behind this very unique title.
The man who bridges these two worlds is Richard N. Friedman. Now, he's famously known by his trademarked title, the singing attorney. And yeah, pay attention to that little SM for service mark. It's actually super important, and we'll circle back to why in just a little bit.
Okay, so let's start by peeling back the first layer of his identity. Let's meet the performer, the velvet-voiced crooner.
You know, his fans, and he has a lot of them, have called him one of America's finest singers of popular songs. Now, that's not the kind of praise you get for a weekend hobby, right? This tells you right away that his music career is taken just as seriously as any other part of his life.
So just how serious is it? Well, it's serious enough to have produced 4 full-length albums. 4! In an industry where so many artists struggle to release even one, he's built this substantial body of work.
That's right, 4 albums. And we're talking a really diverse collection here. You've got From Broadway with Love, Red Carpet, which is all Oscar-winning songs, All My Love, and even a patriotic album called For Love of Country. That is a seriously impressive discography for any recording artist. But his talent isn't just locked away in a studio. Oh no. This number, 35, that's how many times he's been invited to sing the national anthem in front of massive crowds. We're talking major sporting events, civic events, for teams like the NFL's Miami Dolphins and the NHL's Florida Panthers. That takes some serious guts. So when you actually visualize his career, you see this amazing media footprint. There are the 4 albums, the 35 anthem performances. But then, wait a minute, what's this? He also hosted and produced 22 television shows that reached over 5.7 million homes. This guy isn't just a singer, he's a full-on media professional.
But as incredible as all that is, believe it or not, that's only half the story.
So what's the other half? Well, now it's time to meet the high-powered counselor. And this is where things just get wild. On one side, you've got the artist, the crooner, the recording artist, the TV host. And on the other side, the attorney. And he's not just practicing any kind of law. We're talking incredibly complex fields like securities, corporate, and tax law. On top of that, he serves as a mediator and an arbitrator. These aren't just hobbies. They are high-stakes, demanding professions. And make no mistake, his legal foundation is absolutely rock solid. He got his Bachelor of Arts and his law degree, his Juris Doctor, from the University of Miami. But he didn't stop there. He then went on to Georgetown Law, one of the most prestigious programs in the entire country, to earn a Master of Laws in Taxation. That is some serious academic firepower. So yeah, his legal work is not a footnote to his music, it's just as acclaimed. His accomplishments are so significant, he's actually earned a listing in Who's Who in American Law, which is a huge deal and a clear sign of his elite standing in the legal world. So the big question is, how do these two worlds possibly coexist in one person? Well, the truth is, this isn't a story of 2 separate lives. This is a story of one totally integrated career. It's a synthesis.
Hey, remember that little SM I told you about at the beginning? Here's the payoff. The singing attorney isn't just some catchy nickname. It's a legally protected, service-marked brand. He formally and legally merged his 2 great passions, which just goes to show an incredible level of business savvy and a crystal-clear vision for who he is.
Let's break down how this whole machine works together. First, you've got the attorney, who handles complex entertainment and corporate law, a perfect fit for the industry he's in. Then he's the CEO of his own company, All-Star Music Corporation. That allows him to be the executive producer for his own music, giving him total control. And finally, all of that supports the artist. You see how each role directly supports the others? It's a perfect loop. So, okay, this is a fascinating story about one person's career, but why does it matter to the rest of us? Well, because it's about so much more than just a clever moniker.
At its very core, this is a story about defying professional labels. You know, society loves to put us in a box. It tells us to pick one path, to choose one identity. Well, the story of the singing attorney is a powerful argument against that kind of narrow thinking.
His career proves that your diverse passions don't have to fight each other for your attention. Instead, you can actually weave them together to create a career that is totally unique, deeply fulfilling, and yes, even commercially successful. You can be the artist and the attorney.
And that really brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with today. After seeing how one person successfully merged the stage and the courtroom, the question you have to ask yourself is this: what two worlds could you combine?